Morning, collective. Good morning, world. We know what time it is. I have received some downloads. It's all very interesting. I'm literally just, I'm sleeping in to times that I don't normally sleep into, which is, it's interesting. I was working with a spirit team member last night, and the emphasis is on resting. I'm not really good at listening sometimes, but I mentioned in another video, dream medicine is a big part of me. And but what's interesting though is that you dream your most in between 5 a.m. and like 8 a.m. And I usually get up at like 3:45. And so the last few days I've just been really spent, and again, sleep is really off, but suffice to say, it's not, I didn't wake up at 3:45, slept in, but went to bed late. But I woke to the most interesting dream. And it clearly is going to be a part of today. There's something in there, the download. So in the dream, I was with an old friend whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday. And her girlfriend in the dream, we were in this restaurant that had this open patio, and you could see way across the street. It was a big city, but even across the street, it was like a 4-lane, so it was pretty big. And her girlfriend, I don't know what she was doing, but there was this group of people across the street, one of whom was a musician, this woman, and had a violin with her. And somehow, I don't know what she did to the person across the street, but all of a sudden we all saw this woman start running towards this person named Cheryl, the girlfriend. Cheryl then takes off because this woman, as she's coming closer, even though she's got her sandals on, she's a beautiful older woman, she's got this she's an important musician. Anyway, so you see her take off, and then this woman who makes it across the street is just, and then a few minutes later, you see the woman come back, and then everyone in the restaurant was kind of clapping, because I guess in the dream, Cheryl had either made fun of her, I don't know, was doing something which is kind of I don't know Cheryl very well, but it seems like it would be unlike her. It doesn't seem like her character. But then in the dream, this group of people were all kind of standing, it felt like an elevator, but it wasn't. But the magnitude of their size, they were so tall. And the woman who had been chasing Cheryl, she'd kind of bumped into me. She pushed kind of past me. There's a very cold but powerful energy. And I remember thinking to myself, I looked at them, they were Spaniards. And then I remember thinking, oh, I was brought to a time of the conquistadors and thinking, oh man, these people would have been terrifying to fight when they were on horses. So when I woke up, I was thinking about this because, and again, the group, I felt like in the dream I had encountered whomever these people and wherever they came from. Yeah, definitely, yeah, conquistadors coming through, Spaniards. Then the conquistadors brought me back to how Mexico City was built, the vision, the eagle on top of the cactus and a snake. We're going to swing around to this. So in yesterday's reading, which was a love reading, but it feels like there's, again, if we know anything now, we followed the thread, right? I'm following the thread. I'm sorry if it's annoying. This is how I read. I get messages. And then while I was getting my coffee ready. Today's March 16th. So I thought I would just check out here and actually go to the date. Now, I read it and nothing really spoke to me in the passage, but it's entitled though, Letter. Oh, I read it as Letter of Spirit, but it's Letter or Spirit. Letter or Spirit, but Letter of Spirit. And when I was thinking of Letter of Spirit, I was thinking about last night's channeled message when they were showing me the letter M and then the letter N, the Letter of Spirit. Okay, there's something here, folks, about the Letter of Spirit, the conquistadors, and how Mexico City was built, and when those people were given the vision so they could flee. I believe the conquistadors, maybe I'm wrong, I have to look this up, but I do know that there was a fleeing. They had a vision of when they were fleeing of where to build their next city, and it was if you saw an eagle sitting on top of a cactus holding a snake. And in yesterday's reading, in the owl deck, the lovers, it's the two owls, and I had noticed that the one owl had a snake in its freedom toes. Freedom. Power chasing. Okay, well, while we're pondering this over our morning coffee, I've just come back from the veil, guys. Oh, how's everyone doing this morning? It's like a cloudy, rainy, maybe rainy day, but I do hear the little birds going, so that's nice. Little birds always cheer me up. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Letter of Spirit. And when I was thinking about Letter of Spirit, I was thinking like, yeah, just like the alphabet. So does like spirit have its own letter and it's like in the alphabet? What would that be? Letter of Spirit. Letter. But then the book said Letter or Spirit. Interesting. Now, guys, see, I love solving a mystery. I also love poetry. So, like, for me, the way spirit communicates with me, and like that's why I love tarot. Like when I get a thing and then I see it in the cards, and it's like Christmas Day for me every single day. It also reminds me of pinhole photography. When I used to make cameras, pinhole cameras, and then develop and seeing the image come through. Okay, there's a message in here. Okay, so when I used to live on Vancouver Island in Ucluelet, if you don't know, you should look it up. And if you haven't visited a place and you want to visit a beautiful place, Tofino and Ucluelet, gorgeous. Very rainy, but in the summer you get pockets of sunshine and it's a rainforest. Anyway, when I was living there, I had this pal, and in the winter, all the tourists leave, so there's an empty hotel. And so her and her boyfriend were the caretakers. So her and I took some of these washrooms and we converted it into dark rooms. And then we built all of these pinhole cameras. Okay, the message is kind of coming through. Sorry, guys. It's like I'm trying to talk and receive. And so now with pinhole cameras, there's invariably, like, you just never know how it's going to go. You don't know because you have to let it sit and expose. And you just don't know if the camera you build, like, you don't know. It's a surprise. And if you haven't developed your own film, it is truly, like when I say Christmas Day, it is so enthralling. But, yeah, you have to wait. Pinhole, it's a lot longer. You have to let things sit and take in the image to expose. Yeah, it's not instant. Maybe there's this emphasis on, in terms of how we receive things with spirit, or when, oh wait, there was, I think, something in here, March 15th. There's something here. Where did I read? This is gonna kill me. Oh my God, Spirit. Okay. Jesus. So what he insisted upon was a certain spirit in one's conduct, knowing that when the spirit is right, details will take care of themselves. When spirit is right, yeah, the details. When spirit is right, details will take care of themselves. Yet, in spite of this, the history of Orthodox Christianity is largely made up of attempts to enforce all sorts of external observances upon the people. The conquistadors. Okay, Spirit. Okay. You see what I mean? Like, it's here. We're gonna have to figure this out. We're solving a mystery together. Okay. Well, Spirit, to help out my peanut brain, my beautiful large peanut brain, it's just an expression. I do feel like I have some pretty good brains in there. Do we need to get out Kim Cran? I feel like she's really good for this type of stuff to untangle a little bit. Although I do want, no, there, okay, Woodland. Okay, going back to some animals. Oh, but this deck though, really, I just think it's, everything about this deck, this artist, Jessica Rue. Okay. Pinhole cameras. Exposing. But also when you wait to see the results, something about power, because going back to those large people, oh man, they were immense. That power. Okay. So, turtle, coriander, barren cedar, the porcupine, and is it anemone? Am I saying that right? Hold on. There's, oh yeah, there's a snake. Snake and fern. Okay, I really want this card out, to be honest. This is what I was seeing. So I'm gonna pull it out. Okay, wait, I'm not feeling, okay, I really just, okay, I was feeling the snake. Okay, is there anything else actually from this deck? Okay, I was feeling snake. Sorry, Spirit, I wasn't concentrating. Okay. What do you want me to know about this message with the snake? What else? Help me to understand. Okay, badger, ginkgo, healing wounds, starting over, the dragonfly, and pansy, the chipmunk, and laurel success. Okay. And then we'll do the last card being the bat, intuition. Okay, but like this snake, oh, this deck, everything about it, even the colors, everything. This color of green, the little flower. Again, the flame went out. I always feel like that's some kind of big power dying. And again, it's going out with a bang, but like, did you hear that roar? Like that fizzle? Oh, I love this deck. Okay, the snake and fern. And in Euclid and Tofino, there's lots of ferns. And that's in the west direction, which is also death. The mother, the divine feminine, the womb. Water, rain, it's a rainy day. Okay, so we have badger and ginkgo, healing wounds, the dragonfly and pansy, beautiful. We have a little chipmunk and laurel. I love chipmunks, so does my son. That says success. Under the dragonfly was balance and healing wounds, yeah. The bat and hellbore. Intuition. Okay. Also the letter of spirit. They're kind of... Okay, going to the letter of spirit, I was looking at this as a symbol, like a letter. And then all of my little beads here that I'm always... It was kind of wrapped... Perhaps it might be fun for all of us, including myself after this, to meditate with spirit. Because I'm hearing sigil. Maybe you're going to be guided that spirit has its own letter just for you. Again, going back to this idea of a fingerprint, just something between you, but in spirit, it's going to give you a letter for itself, but only for you and it. And just like the vision of the eagle on the cactus and the snake, it'll come to you in a vision and you'll be guided. There's something about that power. It was really, yeah, I truly feel wherever I was in that dream that these were real beings. I want to call them beings. They appeared to be human. When I say larger than life, it wasn't just about their tallness. Like they were tall, immense power, like immense. And there was a group of them. And then when I was lying in bed and kind of thinking about it, I was like, oh, like, and going back to the reading yesterday about the dirt kicking snake and the owl picking it up. And I was like, okay, well, is power going to start chasing those that are flippant and kind of make fun of it or don't come correct? But when I kind of go back to how I felt around that power, it was powerful. I don't know if I would say it was the most friendly energy. Again, conquistadors. The type of energy to come in, rape, murder, and pillage. Okay. Where are we going with the spirit? I'm very, very confused, but intrigued. The letter of spirit, okay. Okay, what? Can you give me something to anchor into to really get this going? What are we talking about? Okay, they're pointing out the little birds in regards to power, because I was thinking about that in the dream. Like, I'm only 5, 6.5. I'm a little pony. And that's what was so striking when I was standing right beside them and when she kind of pushed into me to like get, because her group of people were standing kind of, it was like being in an elevator, when everyone gets in, it was like they're standing in front of me and then she'd kind of pushed her way. But I remember thinking that and being really aware of my size and being like, whoa, if I were truly in a battle right now, yeah, this battle, oh, this is about the people feeling small, but because they're pointing out the little birds, and I'd pointed out in another video, bird fight, and that the spiciest ones are actually the little ones. When we're going up against giants, and last night's download was called The Machine is Trying to Kill the Dreams. This is about the people. Again, all rise. It's about our power. And even when what feels like a superpower, and even the conquistadors, the people that fled, and they were given a vision. Okay. Oh, okay, thank God, Spirit. Because I was like, we're at 20 minutes, not really sure where we're going. Okay. We need to work with Spirit or your Spirit team to find out what your eagle on top of the cactus holding a snake is. Spirit will give you your own special sigil or like letter to look for, to guide you. Oh, I just got chills. Whew. Okay, I love when it all comes together. Again, sometimes I'm just like, I'm a mere man. I'm a mere man who's woken up, whose hair's kind of, I tried to make it look a little bit more presentable. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, starting with badger, I'm hearing honey badger. So honey's also been coming through. Honey moon, honey bear. Now, this isn't the honey badger, but it's making me think of honey. Again, size. Do you know the fiercest creature on earth is the honey badger? Go look it up. They are the smartest, fiercest. It'll fuck with anyone. Oh my God. And there was this one honey badger in I don't feel like it was a zoo, but it was in some kind, maybe a rehabilitation, maybe it was a zoo. It always escaped no matter what they did. And then they gave it a mate to try to like tone it down, to be like, maybe if we give you a girlfriend, you'll cool down, like, you know. I think he used her to like climb up on her head, and like they're like, and they'll attack anything. They eat the most poisonous snakes. They'll stick their head into like a bee's nest and just eat. It'll be getting stung. It is, and it's small. It's not a huge giant. Okay. I'm loving this, Spirit. Bravo. I'm loving this. Thank you for allowing me to tune in. The chipmunk is small, the dragonfly is small, and the bat is small. Oh, you can be mighty and small. I just spoke to my own little self. You don't need to be a big giant to be powerful. You can be that fucking honey badger. Also, dragonflies. I don't know if you know this, but I delight in them because, man, last year when I was living in the deep forests of Quebec and my backyard has its big pond, man, when I say I got my ass eaten alive, like, those mosquitoes, but dragonflies, they come and eat them. They fly around. They're also high vibrational. Balance. The chipmunk. Okay. The bat. Okay, so Spirit. What next? What deck? What about the power? What deck do we want to use? Runic? Okay, I like fierce. Yeah, we're in this fierce, small but mighty. And Spirit's gonna give you its own letter, a sigil, something to look for in a vision so that you can be guided of where maybe power is going to be chasing you. I think power is chasing all of us, the good and the bad. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Oops, no, not this one. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the first card out was this Four of Pentacles. The fleeing. Again, it's going back to the conquistador, like, or how Mexico City, yeah, I have to look up if it was the conquistadors that took him down. But there's this sense of fleeing power, big power that's chasing you. Yeah, big power that's not coming correct. This King of Pentacles with this Seven of Swords. Burning it down. Something's going to be chasing you. You're going to be guided out of this. And I had the warning dream yesterday. And what I kept hearing is just like, get quiet. It's like being in the forest at night when something's hunting you. And you stop. When Spirit says stop, you stop. And when Spirit says go, go. Oh, I'm getting the biggest chills. Yeah. See, in the night, this guy, sorry for the glare. The glossy cards are the worst for glare. But see, he's hiding. And the runic symbol, I feel it's like, it's a fucked up Sawilo, the sun symbol, but it's on its side. So again, it's kind of like the dark sun, power that's not, and that's how I felt about these giant beings. Balance, success, intuition. So the bat, again, the sonar, the sensing. Okay, Spirit. What is this power that's chasing people down? Two of Swords, and it kept wanting to come out before. The wolf head. There's two powers. You have to make a choice. But I feel as though when you make a choice, the other power gets mad as hell. We're making a choice right now in the world. We're choosing. That fire going out. Yeah, it's mad. This dark power that has been ruling for a bit. It's mad because we're in the battle. Not to be afraid, but if we have to flee, you gotta flee. Oh, it's not about fighting, because it is about fleeing. Disengaging, we have to do things differently. I was saying this in the other reading, passing the puck. How many times can we do this? The wars, we just goes back and forth. And we're gonna be guided. The bat, sonar, listening. Spirit's gonna guide you. When Spirit says stop, stop. You get still, you get quiet, you get small. You listen. When Spirit says go, go. And you'll have a vision of what to look for. Oh, like I want to cry, but I have shivers. It's very, ooh. It's big power. I'm feeling both. There's like, it's tremendous. And like I said, how I felt in the dream, it was like a past life memory. I do feel really connected to, I have affinities for a lot of spaces, but the whole Mexico City and having to flee. And I just remember thinking that, looking at these tall people and then picturing them on their horses and being like, holy fuck. And if you ever stood behind a horse, so if you're looking at something that's like 20 feet and you're in battle, okay. Is there anything else, Spirit? Like, what else do you want to draw my attention to? Going back to the dream. Okay, so there's more to the dream. So it's my friend Sarah's birthday today. That's who was in the dream. It was her and her girlfriend Cheryl. But how the dream started is Sarah was teaching a class. And she got everyone to come closer. Everyone was kind of too, you know how like when you're teaching a class and everyone's kind of shy and standing and you're like, no, okay, come closer. And I was in her class. And then she came while everyone was doing, it was like a breathing kind of body movement kind of class. And she came to the back to me and we were talking. And she had my old book, this book of Western and Eastern astrology. and a big chunk had been taken out. It was strength. Oh, I'm getting chills and I want to cry. And I was talking last night about all the pressure points and trigger points. But in the dream, she was talking about in the hip flexors. And we carry a lot of memories in our legs, and there's a lot stored in the hip flexors. Our strength has been gone. We're not feeling empowered. And we're fleeing. Feeling as though strength has been removed. But strength is there. Even when it's not there, it's there. Right? Is there a different deck? Justice. I didn't realize. I don't know if it fell out or what, because I was looking to the side. Justice. But look how this wolf is biting his arm. And to be honest, like, I used to always think that this was his wolf, but making a choice. Going back to which wolf do you feed? The wolf is angry. The power is angry. This dark power that has been ruling, it's angry. Because we're stepping into justice and strength. What I've been saying, the vulnerable shall inherit the earth. We feel small, but it's about the collective. Individually, we may feel small and disempowered. But together, and we're fleeing, we're going to be guided to like the new earth. Just like Mexico City, they were guided to where they were to build. And see, his sword is down. We're choosing to not fight this battle. It's not about fighting. Power against power against power. We just do this, passing, It's not about that. When you choose to disengage and not give your power away, even through fighting, holy fuck. Guys, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. Oh my God. I'm having it's very emotional. And also because I can just feel how terrifying that power was. It was so strong and it was very cold and it was just chasing because it thought that it was being made fun of. Yeah, dark. Like, kind of like a narcissist, like this idea of like, you may not even be making fun of it. I don't even think Cheryl was. And it started to chase her. Yeah, we're going in a different direction. Because we've been at this for so long. And what I keep saying is that no matter what, love always wins. We don't need to fight. I mean, in some ways, everyone has their purpose, and I do still believe we need to kind of uprise, but not in the traditional way. It's a new way. We have to do things differently. The small and mighty. We're healing wounds. We're coming into balance, which brings us into success. And about that intuition, we're being, healing wounds and balance. Because if you want to change the world, the micro, the macro, you change your own world first. You heal your wounds and you come into balance. It was so simple. It took me 34 minutes and 38 seconds to get there, but and this power is really mad. The darkness, the devolved darkness, not the mother womb darkness. And it might chase us, but we're going to be guided. Oh, just beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. I did not see that coming. We didn't see that coming. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put these cards to the side. I'm gonna keep Snake out for a hot second. We'll put this to the side and just see quickly. That might just be it. I'm really liking the gilded. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Spirit, is there anything else around being guided or like this whole message? I'm being guided to the stone, the wolf paw, the wolf pack. Again, what I was saying in another reading, it's not about community, it's going to be about the village, the pack, the new world. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. And then right beside it is my skull. The end. We've been at this a long time. This battle. Light and dark. The wills clashing, clashing, clashing. Okay. Oh, I'm so moved. If you could only feel and see what I'm feeling and seeing, I suspect you might be moved as well. The devil. Yeah. There's a lot of devil energy right now. And it's gonna feel really scary. Just like I felt. It's very powerful. It is power. And when you stand, it doesn't matter what type of power it is. We all know when we're standing in the presence of power. And it can be really intimidating. Especially if you're small. And whatever that looks like, you might not even be physically small, but when you feel small, when you don't feel mighty, but we are mighty. Each one of us has been gifted gifts. So no matter how big or small what our thing is, we're given gifts so that we can protect ourselves. And Spirit is going to give you your sigil, your vision, show you what your gifts are too to get out of this. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, the Magician. You have all the elements. You are the Magician. You are empowered because you are the power and you have everything at your disposal. You have all the elements and you're in perfect balance. Going back to balance, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And you can create anything that you want. You can create a new world. What I keep saying about the infinity symbol is, I know, I believe, I know, and I believe, and so it is. Because the word is the law, and I am the law because I am the creator, because I come from creator. I am the power. I come from power. And I will return to power. But it's about making a decision. Which power do you belong to? Which light? This light or the other light? Which wolf do you feed? Okay, this card was popping out. Yeah, see? But look, this card actually came out last night in my own... I was connecting to a spirit guide. And this made me cry because if you look at his face, it's haggard. There's these storm clouds. Go back to what I call like the transmuting of energies. We've all been in this grind, too much on our plates. Balancing, 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 too much. But when you stick with it, all this work that we've been doing, the inner work, the healing, to get to balance, the balance. I was saying about the Hopi prophecies, the rainbow tribe. And see, this ship is about to be struck by lightning. It's going down. This power that's been chasing us, the dark power, it's going down, and we're being guided. We have a rainbow bridge. I think I gotta go, because I think I gotta go have a real cry. I'm just, it's really weird to be shown, but shown a feeling. Like, I have my own feeling, I'm shown a feeling, and I'm shown things, and it's just tremendous. But I want to make sure, okay, so right before I go off and have a cry, anything else? The moon. The two wolves. Exactly. Which one do you feed? Which light? Which light do you choose? We have to make a choice now. There's no more time. See? It's kind of like a clock. There's no more time. The time is now. What do you choose? In your darkest hours, you know? When that power is chasing you, when people harm you beyond repair, when people have crossed a line. And again, this retaliation, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because the time is now. Like, the world is on fire. So many people are suffering. It's a dark time, but it's also a light time. The meniscus. We're on the tipping point. Last night in my reading, I referenced a reader that I'd been listening to while I was rolling around and doing breathing. And so we were talking about the never-ending story. Yeah, this is the never-ending story in two ways. It's like the story doesn't end here, but also like this war, this darkness, this harming each other continuously, this depravity. But she's talking about the meniscus, the tipping point of when you fill the cup of water, and the water is right to the point where it's about to, that's where we're at. We have to make a choice. The time is now. And which wolf do you feed? Which light? Whew. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just feel really grateful for that. Like, I'm personally, I don't know if this will touch anyone, if anyone will make it to this part of the video. Wow. Is there anything else? Okay, just one last card, because that was beautiful, but I feel like just one more to really tie it up here. I have my pink candle burning, yeah. Softness and love. See? Okay, this is perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. We need to be working together. And this is where we've all been. The Hermit. The healing. We've gone within. And look now. And look who we see. The snake. And there's two types of snakes. There's the dirt-kicking snake, and then there's the Divine Mother snake. The Kundalini, and we're in the year of the snake. The eagle on top of the cactus with the snake. And I was saying, we've been in this time of Rahu, the head of the snake without the body. That's this dark energy, the gobbling, can never be satiated. Eats, it just eats. It just takes and takes and takes, can never be filled. But we're coming into wholeness again. Rahu and Ketu are becoming one again. The divine feminine snake. When we change the outer world, when we change our inner world, so that we can see, and we need to collaborate. So that, again, the village, not community, not about a singular identity. It's about the village, and we have to collaborate. We have to work together. And see, he's calm. Because when you do the inner work, the snakes don't become big bad monsters. They're not big giants hunting you in the night. It's just a mere snake on his path. And he's calm. And he's just like, oh, there's a snake on my path. Okay. Go along, snake. Do not be afraid of the power. Yeah. Okay. Tremendous. Thank you, Spirit, for that message, for allowing me to be a part of that, because even if this was just for me, that was so moving. I'm going to keep this card out with my dragon. This serpentine energy. The dragons and the snakes. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm feeling a lot of love in my heart. To whomever out in the world, I love you. You got this. Be like the honey badger. Go look up honey badger. You want to be amazed? Tap into honey badger. And think about which light you choose. All right, dears. You're going to be okay.